We need action across the board. Let's have no illusions. We are in rough seas. A winter of global discontent is on the horizon. The cost of living crisis is raging, trust is crumbling, inequalities are exploding, and our planet is burning. People are hurting, with the most vulnerable suffering the most. The United Nations Charter and the ideals it represents are in jeopardy. We have a duty to act, and yet we are gridlocked in colossal global dysfunction. The international community is not ready or willing to tackle the big, dramatic challenges of our age. This crisis threatens the very future of humanity and the fate of our planet. Crises like the war in Ukraine and the multiplication of conflicts around the globe. Crises like the climate emergency and biodiversity loss. Crises like the dire financial situation in developing countries and the fate of the sustainable development goals. These issues and more is being held hostage by geopolitical tensions. Our world is in peril and paralyzed.
That the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant has lost all off-site power and has had to operate in this emergency mode. Let me remind you, this is the largest nuclear power station in Europe, operating for the 6th time and other emergency diesel generators. What are we doing? How can we sit here in this room this morning and allow this to happen? This cannot go on. I am astonished by the complacency. Yes, the complacency. What are we doing to prevent this from happening? We are the IAEA. We are meant to care about nuclear safety. Each time we are rolling the dice. And if we allow this to continue time after time, then one day our luck will run out. I call on everyone in this room today and elsewhere. We must commit to protect the safety and security of the plant, and we need to commit now. What we need is action, and we know what this means. I will continue my urgent consultations and conference to protect Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. Please support me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear Professor Massimo, for your great efforts in promoting dialogue and peace. Thank you very much.
This is a reality. It's not a dream. The next speakers will be Igor Makhmevich, rector of St. Petersburg. So we created a community of diplomats, of professors, of students thinking to the future. Igor, the floor is yours.
Dear friends, dear colleagues, dear Professor Kanywa, thank you for this opportunity. For me, it's something to look statement.
University, to your city. You know, we know very well that you are suffering, and we would like to stress all the people, my student here, the ambassador, the general, the future European Union, all are with you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We cannot forget your courage to participate in a panel like this without Igor Matvievich in few minutes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Grazie, grazie. Dear Professor Khan, dear Professor Kaczynska, dear friends, I want to thank you again for the opportunities to speak and for your attention. The efforts made by IC and personally by Professor Maria Kaneva in these difficult times are an example of courage and dedication as tremendous contribution to finding way to peace and together we will achieve more. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Forget that you represent with other friends in few minutes connected, Igor Maksimievich from St. Petersburg, the two actors preparing for the future peace. We hope, but university believe this. You are now the floor, 5 minutes, please.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to know that I'm very pleased to see and hear all my friends with whom we have been communicating for almost 10 years, thanks to such seminars organized by Professor Massimo Maria Kaneva. Ukraine has been at war with Russia for more than 2 years. Every day, Ukraine is attacked by Russian missiles, drones, and bullets. More than 700,000 Ukrainian children have been kidnapped by Russians, and their whereabouts are not known. About 1,500 children are wounded. 550 children died. Is a gene pool, the future of our nation. So please, let's work together to prevent the genocide. If the democratic world stops aggression, the war will stop. But if Ukrainians stop defending themselves, our country will no longer exist.
Igor, the floor is yours, the rector from St. Petersburg University of Economics.
Dear friends, dear colleagues, dear students, dear Professor Massimo, best regards from St. Petersburg, Russian Federation. For me, it's great pleasure to join to your meeting this day because I really like all with that peace is future of all countries in the world. Our contacts, our meetings in Roma, in St. Petersburg, and in other cities, very important. And I am very glad that my university is involved in this cooperation. We try to do together and our approach and main opinions that we should collaborate and students should know each other. We should provide our students for new knowledges, new approaches for how to change the situation in the world. And thanks for team of Mr. Ganeva that you pay attention and try to connect these good ties with all the universities, with all countries. St. Petersburg and my university always with you. Thank you very much and good luck.
Igor and Tatiana, did you hear me? Tatiana?
Yes.
Can you send a message to Tatiana? And Tatiana, send a message to Igor, please, jointly for peace.
Tatiana, we will do together good future.
Okay. Tatiana, what's the line? Tatiana, can you address some greetings to Igor? You may be, we great, thanks you very much.
Greetings to Igor, but the main program with Russian government.
No, this is different. We are friends.
Yes, of course, greetings to Igor.
Okay.
We hope
Okay. I would like to thank very much. This is an example that we are going to strive to promote peace through university without condition of politician, geopolitics and uncertainty. Thank you, Gena. Thank you. Ciao.
Dear colleagues, dear friends, good day. I am Professor Igor Maximtsev, Rector of the St. Petersburg State University of Economics, one of the leading universities in Russia. Our university will soon reach 100 years old. During this period, history has been full of conflicts and crises, and we are still living in times with our no less difficult challenges. However, during all that history, our students, graduates, colleagues and partners all around the world, faced with the challenges, have always worked to make the better future. Thanks to their efforts and faith in ideals, each crisis has always ended with a new round of development and cooperation. And it will happen again this time. That is why I strongly believe that knowledge and truth cannot have sides. And I strongly believe that science and education served all of humanity, and only all of humanity in turn can move science and education forward. I have always been this way. Dispute how hard it is, we rectors of the university, like no one else, must be focused on the future, progress, and the education of new generation. Using a critical approach,
The ability to think independently and look for new solutions have always been our professional tools in science, and it is our duty to remain true to these ideals and pass them on the young generation. In order to achieve new knowledge, find solutions to global problems, open dialogue to extremely important for us. The ISC seminars organized by Professor Massimo Caneva has become on the most significant platform for such dialogue. It has become a place that maintains and develops our connections, helps building bridges between nations, a place where problems are openly discussed and the right signals for the states and society are sent to resolve conflict. Our meetings are important not only for us, but also as an example to others that dialogue is possible in any time. New projects are possible at any time, and so that achieving peace is also possible in any time. The work made by IC seminars to work together worldwide to build new connections based on trust, to believe in their role in creating their future. And we are very grateful to our partners for their commitment to the principles of humanism, respect and equal treatment at all. Together we will achieve more. Dear colleagues, I thank you for your attention and express special respect to Professor Massimo Caneva and IC for their great contribution to maintaining dialogue, building bridges, inspiring new generation and achieving peace. Thank you very much. Russia always with you.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tatiana Kaminska. I am a professor at the Finance Department at the Academy of Labor, Social Relations and Tourism, Kyiv, Ukraine. I am very pleased and honored to be at such important event for the past 10 years. I want to thank the President of European Association of International Studies, Professor Massimo Maria Caneva, for everything he does to promote diplomacy and peace. The world is entering a new era. The old programs like tyranny, slavery, autocracy, oligarchy will go away sooner or later. People are waking up more and more, becoming conscious and starting to take responsibility for their own lives. All the countries of the world need new, effective international organizations to resist evil and aggression. We thank the progressive and democratic world for the help to the Ukrainian people and for the shelters around the world. Ukraine is the land of our ancestors, and we want to leave our next generations with peace and grace on this God-blessed land. The academic community and citizens of Ukraine in general are very tolerant and peaceful. This is evidenced by the fact that before the war, about 5,000 foreign students from different countries studied in Ukraine every year. There were no problem with the fact that these are people of different religions, cultures and mentalities. Please, let's work together. We hope that through universities' cooperation and solidarity, our young generation will try to solve such problem diplomatically. Dear colleagues, let's remember that it is very important what basic priorities and universal human values we bring to our students. Let's together protect and respect democracy, right and freedom of people in the name of love, joy and goodness. Thank you. With hope for Ukraine.
Good afternoon, my name is Anna. I study international relationships in St. Petersburg State University of Economics. And today I stand before you to talk about a topic that resonates deeply with all of us, peace. In a world filled with conflicts and chaos, the quest for peace is more important than ever. As students, we have a unique opportunity to make a difference and to be the change that we want to see in the world. Peace is not just the absence of war, it's the presence of justice and equality. Building peace is about creating an environment of development, understanding, and mutual respect. Such an environment will contribute to the prosperity of each of us, and we must remember that peace begins with us, within our hearts and our communities. As young people, we are the leaders of tomorrow. We have the power to challenge stereotypes, break down barriers, and foster dialogue. Every small action counts, whether it's promoting kindness in our school, or just participating in community service, or simply listening to someone's stories. We can create ripples of change. Let's not forget the importance of education in our pursuit of peace. Knowledge is the powerful tool that can dispel ignorance and fear. Knowledge is a global heritage that is equally important to each of us. And through learning, we acquire skills to think critically, to understand each other better, and to make decisions in an intelligent and competent way by looking at the problem from different points of view. We must try not to isolate ourselves or isolate others. All this reduces our chances of solving problems. Cooperation is our key to mutual enrichment. In this journey toward peace, we must also remember the importance of cooperation. Together we can amplify our efforts and reach greater heights. You and I are students, and we have a lot more in common than we do differences. So let's keep it that way and build a community so that we can work together in the future. Let's unite as students from different backgrounds, different schools and countries, so share our ideas, support one another, and work hand in hand for a brighter future. As we embark on this mission, let's be inspired by the countless individuals and movements that have stand for peace through their history. That their courage and their determination remind us that change is possible, and that each of us has a role to play. So, let's strive for peace. Let's get creative, think outside of the box, and engage the activities that promote harmony and understanding. Whether through art, music, sports, or some social initiatives, let's use our passions to spread a message of peace far and wide together. And in conclusion, let us commit ourselves to the pursuit of peace. Together, we can build a world where everyone feels safe, valued, and heard. Let's be the generation that's not only dreams of peace, but actually works towards it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria Noprienko. I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in the specialty of marketing at the Academy of Labor, Social Relations and Tourism in Kyiv. I was born and grown up and now live in Ukraine. For almost 3 years, we have been under the threats of missiles, drones and bombs. Student training is conducted online or in a hybrid format, in classrooms or during the air alerts in shelters or online. Of course, we thank everyone for their support, as many of our compatriots are abroad now, including thousands of students. But unfortunately, it should be admitted that every day the war sacrifices and mutilated souls and bodies of our people. It is not easy to stop it. We believe that in the near future, Russian aggression against the Ukrainian people will be stopped globally. We did not start this war. We Ukrainians, people of a free nation with thousands years of history, traditions and culture, we have always respected other peoples, their religions and their lifestyles, but also legitimately defended our lands. I am sure that students of other countries who survived after the war, or those who now live in the war, as well as Ukrainian students, wish to live in peace. They want all such controversial issues concerning state borders, lands, strategic enterprises, and resources to be solved only diplomatically, not in violent ways. For this purpose, that international rights and guarantees were created. Remember, we are the people of the third millennium, and it's regrettable that humanity has not made conclusions from history. We look forward for common sense, wisdom, tolerance, and peace. Thank you.